feel a little bit better, but I'm still very congested here. I'm working on lots of healing. So I've got my cellulite here. And so today's Meditation Monday, as I did before, I will be doing some healing, both for myself and for those that are viewing. But I also wanted to tap into how you can connect to what's right for you. So a little bit of kind of kinesiology here, as I'm doing my training for that too. One of the things that I've spoken about before that I had seen from Shalana Dean about taking our consciousness, taking it down into an object. And this is something I did with my members, but I thought it would be good to do this in terms of when you tune into the object of something before you put in, i.e. food and or what you put on your body, so maybe shampoos, conditioners, or medication. So for those of you who don't know, I was prescribed some medication a couple of weeks ago. Like with everything, before I take it, I always muscle test it, and it was a definite no. So I didn't take it because my body was saying it won't make a difference in the long term, as well as my higher guidance was saying when I was questioning why, it said that it would weaken me and open me up to other stuff. So that was a definite no, that my immunity needed to work on its own without these additional things. So that was me tuning into what was right for me. Now, everybody is an individual, and I am not by any means saying that you shouldn't take what you've been prescribed. If you need to be really keyed into and tuned into what's right for you, and I'm very good at knowing what is right for my body. So this is a little technique that you can do when you're tuning into what is right in the now moment, when we muscle test. So for example, we're going to do this today with a crystal, and I know that at the moment there's a little bit of need for protective crystals for me, for whatever reason was showing up, maybe because my energy is surrounded by a lot of chaotic energy with the boxes and the moving for the house. I felt the need to have this little bit of protective energy in my own field, and I've been enacting that. So when I hold the crystal in my hand, so if you've got a crystal that you want to kind of practice this with, you can feel into the consciousness of the object, the food, the crystal. You can do this with anything, with the plant. And why I say this with plants and medicine is also knowing when you hold a vitamin, for example, in your hand, you can tune into the energy of what that is and allow that to come into you without it going into you, because it's the energy of that thing. So even in a shop you can do this, and you can test whether it's needed. So when I muscle test to take a vitamin, for example, so one day my body might say yes, we need a little bit of that, and another day it might say no. So what I do is I hold the object, so I'm going to just demonstrate with the crystal. I hold the object just in my palm at my gut, our creative center, lower chakras and the lower dantian, and as I breathe into it, I'll ask, so is this, does my body need this at the moment? And for me at the moment, I don't need that extra protection because it's leaning back. So the way you work out what's a yes and what's a no is you say your name. So I say, is my name Teresa Jande Ely? And I can feel my moving. You can do it sitting down. It's easier to do standing. I'm doing it sitting. Is my name Teresa Jande? Now, it used to be a yes, but now I'm married, it actually goes to no, because that's not my full name anymore. So, is my name Teresa Janda Ely? And I can feel the movement forward. So then you can understand and discern for yourself when you say, obviously, your name, or something that you know to be a truth, and you know how to do that. So you do the same when you're holding the vitamin. Does my body need this right now? So I'm going to pick a different crystal up. Is this crystal relevant to my energy right now? Yes. It's interesting. That's what I picked out to go near me for this month. So you can do it with other things. So how about this one? I'll use the one that I'm wearing because I wear this all the time. So is this relevant to my body right now? Yes. So it's really simple, and you might be thinking, oh, you're just moving yourself. That's why I say you need to do it for yourself. Not watch me, but do it for yourself. This is something that you actually have to do. But we're going to take this today with our meditation a step further and tune into the energy of the thing as to ask why. So you could do this with a crystal, you can do this with food, you can grab a supplement, you can pause the video and go grab something that you feel like maybe something that you're taking daily would be a good thing to test. Something that you get a definite yes on, that you can tune into the energy of that more, and then kind of take it into your field a little bit more, so you're not needing to kind of reinforce it by taking it. So even a plant, so I earlier on grabbed some thyme, and I've got some honey and some lemons that I've boiled for tea, because my body felt like it needed to take that energy into its system. And think of it in terms of your fields are kind of locking that energy into you. And that's what we do when we eat. We consume the energy of that whatever it is we consume. So this is why it's really important, if the energy of that is distorted in some way, that distortion or that kind of negative energy, if you like, comes within us. And that's why some things you could eat it and you think, I was fine with that before and now I'm not, because it's had a distortion. Yes, definitely. Exactly that. And this is what my guidance was saying. You can do it without actually taking the medicine. You can take the consciousness by tuning in to that within your fields, exactly like Pauline, thank you for saying, like homeopathy and Ayurvedic. So understanding the energy of things makes you understand your cells, past life issues releasing. Yes. Also, when the cellular memory is there may be something that's coming up and to be shared, to be shifted. And that's happening this month. And I've, as I mentioned, I'll refer you to my other video where I spoke about this, but without that whole, I went into the toxic feminine, toxic masculine of whatever this guy was talking about at the time. I thought, how can they be, this is a meditation. And then I thought, what is it? Why is this coming up? And I realized because part of me feels like I want to help as a healer, and I feel like I'm stepping into healing my own masculinity, my own divine masculinity, the balance of that within the feminine, the divine feminine in myself, as well as the divine masculine that we have in balance. It needs to be in balance. And as that divine, and everyone's talking about the rise of the feminine. The rise of the feminine we've been seeing for a while, since the 60s. I don't think that's what we're seeing rise. It's the rise of the divine masculine moving out of the toxic masculine. I don't take diagnosis seriously and change your mind. Yes, when someone gives you that, if you take on board that diagnosis and then you're taking that into your field to be a belief. So obviously people disagreed. Family members think I was nuts for like totally not taking what was, and I said this was one of the things that had to die. I was told I'd have 4 deaths this month, and one of them was the expectation of just doing what we're told, doing what others deem to be right. In fact, it's about shedding the illusion and stepping into your total sovereignty, is understanding what's right for you, which is why I'm saying test for ourselves. But also that was about me trusting myself on a real deep level. So let's move away from the chit chat and let's actually go into a meditation state. I want you to connect, to visualize like a light in your light of your consciousness around here, around the mind, with this very Gemini mind, like. And we're going to also tap into the fact that we've got this beautiful alignment of all these planets that's happened from 5 o'clock this morning. And alignment of all of those aspects, also aligning aspects within us. So that's what the guidance was, and we'll see where we go. Sometimes it goes off on and on once I get connected. So if you'd like to get yourself into a comfortable position, we're just, because I've already chatted for 10 minutes. As I said in the beginning, I want to do this, the healing for anyone watching, viewing, self-healing. So in activated and calling in guidance. So if you'd like to get comfortable, closing the eyes if it's safe to do so, allowing yourself to connect with your inner being. I'm going to enact some healing symbols for myself as I do it, and for anyone that needs to view, and bringing in those energies, calling in your own, whatever you connect to, but for the highest aspect of our true divine self, calling in your guides or guidance and anchoring that down. So visualizing light coming through the top of the head from central sun via our sun as the light flows through, almost like a time portal, feeling the cells. We want to step into the space that is between the space, opening the heart like a flower, and you visualize that heart opening, heart energy expanding around through the fields into protective state, anchoring down into earth and Tara, feeling beyond time and space into quantum, breathing in the now moment, in the stillness, presence, awareness. Bringing the light of your consciousness down into the heart. From the heart, taking it around the body, feeling into doing a body scan into the body. Anywhere in particular you feel you need to take it. I'm going to take it up to my throat where there's this tickly feeling, like, what do I need to shift? What am I feeling restricted from saying? To get off the chest. Feel the frequency going for wherever it needs, expressing from your heart if you feel called to. And allowing my soul to speak for me. Through frequency, light and sound. Feel blanketed by love, blanketed by this warm glow of emotion that we refer to as love, but it is so much word. That word is insipid compared to what it means. Compassion, frequency that is beyond that of what we think of as love for one another. Breaking the minds of understanding. Go beyond what you think. Feel the air shift through the light, the particles within it. As the body shifts to become ready, know it is safe. That all is well in this moment. Whether you are shedding on the physical or shedding on the emotional, or through the immense emotional connection and the mental pathways of understanding, we are going beyond all three. Calling in soul. Here to step into that version of you. Now remember I said to bring something. You might want to step into just the awareness of whatever it is that you brought, taking the consciousness down into that and asking, why am I drawn to this? What is needed in this now moment? You may be shown something, images, emotions, sounds. Wherever you are most sensitive, it will appear. Wherever needs to clear, will clear. Whatever needs to be here, heard. As the sound of my right is closed off to spite, I am protected. I clear and transmute back to wherever it's gone, beyond wanting. It's just like seeing it from higher, and taladashka, sending love for transmutation, and the through time and space, and nayakasha within the akashic fields. As you bring your hands up into crown pulse, so bring them to your forehead and feel as you pull your fingers apart a clearing happening, like you're opening curtains to a dark room. So it might feel a little bit bright as you start to come into the vision of clarity. You step into understanding of who you truly are. And that and see yourself with love, with whatever you see. I've linked my body with the world, and I've been feeling what the world has been feeling. I don't need to do this anymore. Sure, you've walked the suffering, and enough to understand from heart and true compassion. If you've been doing the same and your body has been responding, it's clearing, it's helping Earth's consciousness clear through the physical fields of your body as you purge. You've been helping purge and clear and transmute. Many have been doing this. You take the weight of the world to the shoulders and do not need to. We feel a sense of responsibility and for our family, Anatatareki. But to truly shift things, we must be in heart space, beyond the suffering. Induraknaya, no more. Ilana, itala lagia guru kashalana yatu. We have 1,000 years of that toxicity that's cleared. Nituro, it's cleared in this history. And history. It's the story. And shiki, see that book closing. And we have birthed in the womb of the heart. And we birth in the balance of the stars. Feel the alignment within. Breathe in the new air of the new vision, the new frequency, new human illuminasa, no home illuminates in Ataya, those within your surroundings will make their own choice. To birth with you. Andira undurasha akayata endatitu or not. Each soul has its own journey, story to close. As we become the whole, we are more aware that we are one each, and soul is the same. So breathe in for all of us to be clear. So must you. Shukra, shukra, shukra. Indaniyataya, irananatiyayato, ishulanananya, sanhikiralum, kiralum, elsanu, niralurum. Sing to your soul, from your soul to your heart. Sing to the cells, remember which part in the Nalashka. Take the awareness. What do you need in this now moment? Why is this coming up for you? And the Nalashka, Iralanayana, Iranayadira, Ururunaya. So bring into your hand in that shusa, that which is you are called to hold, or into your mind's eye, take your consciousness to that place. Place it within the object, within the location, within the part of the body, and Danashka, and listen as I express soul, tune to your heart, make mental notes of what emotions are coming up, what sounds you are hearing, what images are flowing to you, and anything coming up within the body. Salam Kiranayatalaluru Senturum Keroram Keraraluru Shurum Sedurum Giram. I feel a presence that I must share this. It's beautiful. The songs that are coming feel familiar, feel like family singing through me, from very much from this territory, from the ancient wisdom, from that of the earth, from Tara, from that which a lot of our images of Eden come from, very much images of angelics, of long, beautiful white hair, tall like beings, but they're very much present. There are also very Palladian image energy that I feel that's connected from star family. This may not resonate with you, but I felt it need to sort of share to say if it does. In Tarashka, you are true to, you too can open to that and feel like diamonds and a dark obsidian like diamond energy presence and are surrounding my heart, like it wants to just beam out in the Titeshka. So feel those like a glistening black of core, and it's not dark, it is black, but it's womb like in its presence. It's like a black diamond, and the other one is like a white diamond, crystal silver white plasmic that's pulsing through all my cells, coming through as soul wants to radiate it out. Feel it around you in your fields as it's present here with me now, as I'm feeling it flowing through. Along with this warmth and these beings, this divine presence, almost fairy-like, elfian is what I want to say, a bit like the Lord of the Rings type energy. You know, the beautiful elf looking, they've got that kind of long dark hair is the images that I'm seeing. And then there's this other ring of color, a frequency of light, sound, energy that's present. It's a deep blue, and another one that's like a aqua-y, turquoisey blue. And the colors that are coming through our frequency, our sound, I interpret it as sound. But these are the images that are coming through that they might resonate more with some if you interpret energy in a different manner. They're present here with this healing, this connection. And the breath is about breathing water, liquid plasma. This is why the sinuses are inflamed, why we are going through this, or why I'm personally going through this. And with this thing of the brain, as the amygdala is shifting for us to access these higher states of awareness, and the merging of the right and the left brain, it's why there's been tension. And there may well be tension and headaches coming through. Just try to sleep when you can. They're working on all of us that are ready, and those that aren't aware, they're still working on them too. And open and receptive to the highest aspect. You feel protected and loved and safe in your body. And the body, it takes a little bit to shift, to catch up. In the it's purging not just the cellular shifts within the body, but it's also purging energetical connections from what we would deem in linear from billions of years ago, and billions in the future. This is happening in this moment. I need to ground down now. Or I can feel them. But they're saying I need to rest. Waves, everything with divine timing for all of us, not just for me. So feel that whatever came through from you, whatever I expressed, I hope you have taken a mental note, emotional note, physical note, for whatever you need to know. In Terashka, if you haven't, don't worry, it will come. You will see with signs in the next hours, days, weeks. Do not fear change. She reminds me of what I reminded you a few weeks ago. We are the butterfly. And our cells are shifting. on a micro, macro level. This process, you must be patient with it. Just remember, you are remembering your wholeness, and your soul beingness. Thank you for your presence. I thank you to every aspect of myself, the fractal, up, down, around, all life, past, present, future. For those of you, bear witness, for you, for taking time. So too are you. As I reflect mine, you reflect you. May you remember through the mirror of my soul. Thank you. So visualize grounding roots, feeling like a tree, but one that can move. Thanking the energy of whatever you took in. Maybe you took a location into you. Maybe it was like herb, thyme, celery, and the frequency of the medicine of that is within your field. In the fields, the torics, right up to through 15, ready to access when you are. Be patient as to when, everything in divine timing. So breathe in through your nose, out through the nose. Wow, feel the clearness of that. Slowly, when your own time, start to come back. Start to maybe visualize the roots. And as I like to do, rub the hands together, and through touch, bring the awareness to the body, reminding us of the presence, bringing memory through the cells, thanking it for its holding that awareness. Some of it is time to shift. Bringing in the new awareness, or not new, use the wrong word, bringing in remembered wholeness. And just repeat the words of feeling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Any contrast in your life, may it be wrapped in love and compassion. Deeply have that awareness for yourself. Thank you for joining me. Obviously, we will be back next Monday for Meditation Monday, or classes hopefully start to resume. I keep saying next week. But I'm impatient to start our lives. At the same time, I've been told this is for you. This is stop, process, feel, allow. And that's a reminder to remind you to do the same for whatever is happening for you. Love and blessings, and thank you for your time. Please leave a like, thumbs up if this helps. If anything come up, if you have any reflections on today's session, and just drop them in the comments. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.